Hello everyone. Welcome to our today's session. Topic Force Physics. Okay? Observe the picture which I have displayed and think about it. Okay? What is the think about it? You can understand something from the picture which is displayed in our screen. Okay? See there? Something is there. A boy is there pushing something and someone is pulling that thing. Okay? That something may be anything like boxes, chair, cot, some others. Okay? This topic is useful to classes 8th, 9th state. Playlist link is have mentioned here. I'll give it in the description also. If you click on this link, the videos which are related to this topic will be displayed in your list of videos. So click on that for more videos, for more content. Okay, watch the video, every video totally for more content. You will have important points in between which I have discussed because those may not be mentioned because they are told in orally. Subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for more updates. Please like, share and subscribe and happy learning. Okay, in our last session, I have ended this session with a wonderful riddle. Okay, I hope that all of the members thought about the riddle and tried to answer the riddle. Some of the members have answered the riddle. Okay, yes, what is our riddle? Okay, it is a thinking question, logical question. Okay, I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What am I? Okay, this I have displayed in the before session. I hope you answered it. Okay, now I am going to display the answer of this riddle. Answer of the riddle. The answer is barber or hair cutter. What is the explanation you are going to see now? Explanation. As barber shaves the beard of many members every day. So answer of the riddle is barber. What is the question? I shave every day, but my beard stays the same. What is that? As barber shaves many members' beards. So what happens? Daily customers will come. So stays the same. That is the answer of the riddle. Hope you understand the answer of the riddle. Okay? Okay. See the picture given here. What a nice picture, no? Okay, now we are going to the topic. I am going to discuss the topic. Okay, today we are going to discuss topic is force in our 8th class state. Okay, force. Okay, we are having this session. I'll discuss some of the content today. Okay. Okay. Okay, see here. Topic name force. Okay, we can observe, okay, starting the content, we can observe many changes around us, like changes in seasons. Okay, I think that you can observe. We can observe many changes around us, like changes in seasons. Okay, daily we can observe that for a month, 3 months, 6 months, we can change weather. We can observe some changes in the weather, the seasons. Okay, change during the sunrise and sunset. Daily we can observe sun is coming. Okay, moon is going. Like that, sunrise, sunset. Okay, that is one of the change. So we are discussing the introduction. What is that? Introduction. Okay, introduction of the topic we are discussing. And changes in the tides of the sea. Sometimes in seas we may get some tides. Tides means big round of waters at a time. Okay, do you understand that thing? Have you ever thought about the cause behind these changes? Some may think about these changes, why they cause, what is the reason of this. Some may think now. So, do you thought ever? Okay, now we will discuss about it. In ancient times, people thought that an invisible force was responsible for the changes occurring in nature. Even now, many people believe that an invisible force exists that causes whatever is happening in the world. Suppose I take an example. Suppose I take an example. There is a person at this point A. Okay, at point A there is a person. He is going in this way. Uh, there is a obstacle. There is a obstacle. There is a obstacle. So he cannot go to other side. So what he may do? You think that? He remove this obstacle and go far away where he want to reach. Okay, he reaches his place B. Okay, generally we take A to B now, so he reaches B. So in that thing, what is the physical quantity needed to remove that obstacle? Think about it, and we are going to discuss that thing only. I'll discuss about it. Okay. Okay, see here. Later, the concept of force. When concept of force was developed, was what? Developed. Development means what? In Telugu, అభివృద్ధి అంటాం కదా. అంటే మనము ఒకనప్పుడు ఏమనుకునే వాళ్ళం, న్యాచురల్ ఫినామినా సంథింగ్ వీల్ థింక్. ఇప్పుడేంటి, కాన్సెప్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఫోర్స్ గురించి మెనీ సైంటిస్ట్ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ అబౌట్ ఇట్. ఓకే, మెనీ సైంటిస్ట్ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ అబౌట్ ఇట్ అండ్ దే ప్రపోజ్డ్ their own things such as Newton, gravity. Do you know gravity? We'll discuss here gravity also. Okay, was developed, but it was limited to explaining our efforts and actions. Due to the development only, we can say now more developed. Okay, do you think here without our scientists could we know these all things? If I am performing an activity if I know the reason of that activity because of scientists only. Okay, the words. What is that? Force, effort, strength, power had almost the same meaning at that time. At that time, they used to relate those all things. What is that? Force. Force is there, na? The force is another meaning related than those. Okay. At that time, in ancient times, their meaning same. Okay. Have you ever wondered what forces are? Have you ever wondered what forces are? What does a force refer? Why we selected the title of the chapter or lesson as force? Think about it. Okay. You will understand after completion of this lesson why the title is force. Okay. What are the different types of forces and how do they act? And there are types of forces even. Let us find out the answers to such questions in this chapter. Up to now we have discussed the introduction of the chapter. Okay, now we are going to the real topic. For instance, when you ride a bicycle, most of the time your legs are pushing down on the pedals to push. You have to make an effort. Effort means what? Effort ante enti? Ante manamu oka రకమైన ఫోర్స్ లేదా ఎఫోర్ట్ అంటే మనం ఏమంటాము, ఒక బ్యాగ్ ఉంది దాన్ని లిఫ్ట్ చేయడానికి మనం ఒక ఎఫోర్ట్ పెడతాం కదా, అట్లా మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది. ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్లో కూడా సేమ్ థింగ్, we can observe same thing. When you pick up your school bag, you have to make an effort in order to lift or pull the bag upwards of the ground. When you open a door, you make an effort on the door knob. When I am going to open my door, I have to pull the door knob. When I need to open a door, okay, I need to pull the knob of the door. When I need to close the door, I need to push the doorknob. Do you understand that thing? Yes. Suppose I'll here mention that. Suppose you think this is our door. Okay, this is our doorknob. Okay, some member is there, he want to open the door. This is nothing but what he is pulling. In general, I think so you know about pull and push. Pulling means what? లాగడం. నెట్టడాన్ని ఏమంటాము? పుషింగ్ అంటాము. అంటే ఇప్పుడు లాగుతున్నాం కాబట్టి పుల్లింగ్ అంటున్నాము. ఇప్పుడు డోర్ ఓపెన్ అయింది, దాన్ని క్లోజ్ చేయడానికి మనము ఏం వాడతామంటే ఏంటి? పుష్ వాడతాం. ఇక్కడ మనము యాక్షన్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్షన్స్ చూడండి. పుల్ చేయడం అంటే ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో యాక్ట్ అవుతుంది, పుష్ చేయడం అంటే ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో యాక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సపోజ్ సచ్ అన్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఈస్ ప్లేస్డ్ అట్ హియర్. ఓకే, an object is placed at here. If you need to pull the thing, this force we need to add in that direction. Okay, if you want to push, you need to act forward. Do you understand the direction sense? The direction is very important. What is that? In general, you can represent it with small d. Okay. In general, if you take F is represented as force itself. F is equal to m a bar in Newtonian mechanics. In Newton's laws of motion, NLM chapter, you can observe F is equal to ma bar. A bar means acceleration, m means mass, F means force. Okay, force has direction. It is a vectorial physical quantity. I'll discuss about next, but we are going to discuss the introduction. That's why I'm mentioning. You are anxious to know what about that. That's why I'm stopping the reasons. Afterwards, when I go to discuss the chapter, you will have the answers of all the questions which I have questioned you. ఓకే, నేను ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్ చేశానంటే ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్కి తర్వాత టాపిక్లో ఆన్సర్ ఖచ్చితంగా వస్తుంది, దాని ఎక్స్ప్లెనేషన్ ఖచ్చితంగా వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? ఓకే, okay, this is completed, no? Going to up. Okay, observe this picture. Observe this picture. One person, suppose I think him as X person, as him as Y person. X person is what he is doing? Pushing in this direction. What he is doing according to him? Pushing only. They are pushing side by side. If suppose he exert a force of magnitude F1 in this direction, in which direction? In this direction. He exerts in this direction F2 bar. అంటే ఇన్ జనరల్ మనం ఏమన్నా ఇద్దరు ఫ్రెండ్స్ని తీసుకున్నాం అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు ఒక టేబుల్ ఉంది, అయితే 2 పర్సన్స్ సైడ్ బై సైడ్ ఉండి ఇద్దరు ఒకరి వైపు ఒకరు పుష్ చేసుకుంటుంటే ఏ వైపు టేబుల్ మూవ్ అవుతుందంటే ఒకడేమో బాగా స్ట్రాంగ్, ఇంకొకడేమో వీకర్. అంటే ఇన్ జనరల్గా నేను చెప్తున్నాను. సో నేను తీసుకున్నాను అనుకో రిజల్టెంట్ ఫోర్స్, అంటే ఏ డైరెక్షన్లో మూవ్ అవుతుంది అనుకుంటే, సపోజ్ నేను ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో ఆ టేబుల్ మూవ్ అవుతుంది ఇద్దరు నెట్టినా అనుకున్నాను. సో అప్పుడు ఈ డైరెక్షన్లో ఉంది కాబట్టి F1 ఫోర్స్ ఎక్కువ అన్నట్టు. కాబట్టి అప్పుడు రిజల్టెంట్ ఎఫ్ నెట్ ఏమవుతుందంటే మాడ్యులస్ తీసుకుంటున్నాను F1 మైనస్ F2. ఓకే, ఎఫ్ నెట్ అనేది F1 మైనస్ F2కి మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది. ఓకేనా? ఆ ఫిగర్ నుంచి జస్ట్ జనరల్గా ఇప్పుడైతే నేను చెప్పగలిగేది ఏంటంటే వీడు ఇటు పుష్ చేస్తున్నాడు, వీడు ఇటు పుష్ చేస్తున్నాడు వాళ్ళ సెన్స్తో చూస్తుంటే. ఓకేనా? ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, ఇప్పుడు అసలు టాపిక్ వద్దాం. నీకు ఇందాకలో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ అర్థం కాకపోయినా ఏం కాదు, ఎందుకంటే అది కొద్దిగా టాపిక్లోకి వెళ్తే మీకు అర్థమవుతుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఫోర్స్ అంటే రీప్రజెంటేషన్ నేను చెప్తున్నాను. హౌ టు రీప్రజెంట్ ఏ ఫోర్స్ విత్ ఎఫ్. ఓకే, ఇన్ జనరల్ ఐ ఇండికేట్ విత్ ఎఫ్. మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది మెంబర్స్ ఇండికేటెడ్ విత్ ఎఫ్. ఇట్స్ ఏ డైరెక్ట్ రీప్రజెంటేషన్. ఓకే, have you ever picked the stones? In general we play some games which are, అంటే మనము కొన్ని గేమ్స్ ఆడతాం, వాటిల్లో ఏం చేస్తామంటే కొన్ని మనకు తెలియకుండానే ఫోర్స్ అప్లై చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. సపోజ్ నేను క్రికెట్ తీసుకున్నాను అనుకో, ఒకడేమో బౌలర్ ఉంటాడు, ఇంకోటేమో బ్యాటర్ ఉంటాడు. మోస్ట్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్. ఓకే, బ్యాటర్ ఏం చేస్తాడు, బ్యాట్ మీద ఫోర్స్ పెట్టి కొడుతూ ఉంటాడు బాల్ని. నెక్స్ట్ bowler makes the effort on the ball to such a goal. Okay, here they gave an example of stones. A paper boy throws a newspaper. With newspaper you make rounds of stones, and if you mark a location as your goal, if you make that, you'll reach it. Is it correct? Yes. A paper boy throws newspaper. Have you ever wondered about this action? Yes, we may know. Actions like stretching a rubber band. If you have a rubber band, if you stretch it, you like what happens? Suppose this is a rubber band. Make a pull in these two directions. What will you observe like this? Tightly you can observe, no? That one. In my next session, I will show you the examples in my video. Pulling a rickshaw. If suppose a rickshaw was stopped, I want to pull the rickshaw. Pull the rickshaw. Okay? Pull the rickshaw. What I will do like this. Okay? And rowing a boat. In streams, we row the boats. Do you observe that? Yes. And next are some examples where our effort, okay, help to change of the object. Such actions like picking, squeezing, twisting, stretching, lowering, lifting. Okay, these are all the basic examples of force which cause a change in the state of the object. Now let us try to group these tasks as push or pull. Okay, are you interested? Such an actions we are grouping now, pull or push. Okay, what is the digging the well? Digging the well means what we will do? What we will do? It is not pull or push. Do you think? It is both. It is the both. Why? Reason also I will give. Suppose you itself digging the well, digging the bore well. The thing which you use to dig the well, ఏం చేస్తామంటే ఆ నాబ్ని తీసుకొని కిందకి డిగ్ చేస్తాం, మళ్ళీ పైకి చేస్తాం కదా, అట్లా డిగ్గింగ్ చేస్తాం కాబట్టి అది బోత్ అంటాను నేను. సో వీ విల్ యూజ్ ఇట్ to think as both, but morely it is a pull. Okay, you can consider it as pull. You can consider it as pull, or you can consider it as both even. No problem is there, both. Okay, sipping juice with a straw. Okay, sipping juice with a straw. What you will do? Pulling. It is a pull. It is pull. Okay, it is pull. Next, erasing blackboard with duster. If you want to erase this, you will, what will you do? What will you do? Pull or push? Pull or push? Suppose you need to erase. What you will do? You need to erase. What you will do? One time pushing, one time pulling. So, for answer is this is both. Okay. Okay, this you consider it as both only. Okay. Next, a magnet attracting nails. What will it do? Pulling the nails. Pull. Magnetic power, magnetic force. It is a type of force only. It is a type of force only, which we will discuss afterwards. Okay. Pulling the nails is a pull. Is pull. Fruits falling from the tree. Fruits falling from the tree. With respect to tree, they are, what happens? With respect to this, what happens? Suppose a strong wind came. The fruits are detaching. The fruits are detaching. Is it? The fruits are detaching. The earth is pushing or pulling. What is that? Gravitational force is a pull. I think in your lower grades you have learned about it. Gravitational pull. About what is that? I'll write here. pull. Okay, about gravitational pull, I hope you have thought about it. Okay, hosting a flag. Suppose in our school also some days will be precious days. What are those? Independence Day, Republic Day, such as we will host a flag and we will keep like this. Yes, to the flag. We are giving respect to the flag. In our schools, we may go to schools at that day for half a day sometimes. Yes. Okay, our principal or our dean or our in charge is what they do. They hoist the flag by pulling the thread which is connected to the flag. By pulling that, what it do? It will open. It will be hosted. So we start Janaganamana, Vande Mataram songs. So we celebrate like that. So hosting a flag is a pull only. Pull. Okay, more examples are pulling only. Okay, this is pulling. This is both. Here they are included, both. Here both are included. Here also both are included. So start again. When an object slips off your hand, it always falls down. What pulls it down? Do you think that is nothing but G? If you roll a ball on a level ground, it slopes down. After some times, it will come to a stop. What is that? F. Small f. I just make you anxious. What are the terms which means G, which means F? After I will say to you. What makes the ball stop? What forces acting on the objects change their state or state of motion? G means gravitational force. I hope you know that in your lower grades. Gravitational force. Yes? Now see about F. Frictional force. Frictional force. Okay, do you understood the reasons? Do you understood the reasons behind those? Yes? Yes. Types of forces, contact forces at a distance. Now I would like to share a thing with you. Whiteboard. I think you know about this whiteboard. Okay, I'll start it. Okay, see now. Force. force indicate with F. Okay, indicated with F. It is a physical quantity. Once wait. It is a physical quantity. Quantity. It is a physical quantity. It is a physical quantity. What is a physical quantity? A quantity which can be described, which has mass, can be weighed, how much, how many, is all represented by physical quantity only. Force is a physical quantity which is V. Which is V. V means what? Vector. It is a vector. It is a vector. It is a vector. What does it mean by vector? There are two types of physical quantities. There are two types of physical quantities. There are physical quantity. Okay, physical quantity. Okay, how many types of physical quantities are there? One is a vector, another one is a scalar, another one is tensor. I think you know about these three things. Vector means what? A vector means a physical quantity which has direction and a magnitude and obeys the vector algebra. Scalar means in general may or may not have unit for scalars. A physical quantity which has only magnitude and it may or may not obey the laws of vector algebra. Sometimes if it is a vector also, scalar treats as a vector also. If it does not obey the laws of vector algebra, it is not considered as a vector. Do you understand my thing? Tensor means the physical quantity which is related to both vector and scalar is treated as a tensor. In my next session, I will give clear-cut definitions of these three physical quantities. Okay, next see. In NLM, Newton's laws of motion, according to that, what we can say means, we can say F is equal to ma bar. Okay, we can say F is equal to ma bar. F in representation, in direct representation, what we can treat as ma for magnitude, in magnitude form. Okay, in magnitude form F is equal to ma. Okay, you can observe some of the problems also. Suppose I consider here is a person, here is a person is there, here is another person. Okay, Once you observe that, here is a person A. Here is a person B. Suppose there is an object is there here. Okay, rough diagram. There is an object at here. This person used to lift this. This person used to lift this to this side. What? Which side? This side. This person used to lift this side. The same example which you have seen in our book. Okay. Once recall that. F net is nothing but resultant of the action of forces. Resultant of action of forces. Resultant of action of forces. There are two forces, that's why I indicated with two forces. If there are more than two forces, you can think about like that. If there is a point here, on this there are such a forces are acting, which named as F1, F2, F3, F4. What is the resultant of all those forces? This is a vectorial concept. Here is a point. There is a point. This is 1 4, this is 1 4, this is 1 4, this is 1 4. The resultant of all these will be acted in such a direction. I will think it as FR bar. Okay, resultant of all these forces. What does it mean? What is the magnitude of that? Means is a vector, na? So vectorially I will treat. It gives vectorial sense F1 bar plus F2 bar plus F3 bar plus F4 bar. This is the resultant of all the four forces. Is acted in such a direction which is resultant of all these forces, which makes this force. Suppose I think about I am erasing this one. See here, this is F2. This is F2, no? This is a point. If I act a force in this direction which has magnitude F, which is equal to the magnitude of R, which is resultant of all these vectors, then we say the point P is in equilibrium. What we say? Equilibrium. Okay, we say the particle is in equilibrium. Okay, these all concepts you will get forly you will get. Okay. Okay, going to conclude this session. Okay, are you ready? What is the end of our session? We will end our session not like this. What we will do? We will enjoy our session with a riddle at last. Riddle. Okay, ready? Okay, logical question. What can you hold in your left hand but not in your right hand? Think about it. What can you hold in your left hand but not in your right hand? Answer this in comment box. I will show it in the next session. Hope you understood this session completely and without any lag. So please note the contents which I have discussed. In this session I have discussed nothing is there. Introduction. The introduction part I have discussed you. I think you have understood, but if you have any doubts you can post in the comment box. You can utilize it. And also if you have any doubt will be clarified confirmly in the next session, because you have just a little clarity now. Just what is a force, అసలు ఒక పార్టికల్ ఉందంటే దాని మీద కొన్ని ఎఫర్ట్స్ పడ్డాయంటే దాన్ని మనం ఈక్విలిబ్రియం అని డిస్కస్ చేసాం కదా. ఈక్విలిబ్రియం అంటే ఏంటో తెలుసా? ఈక్విలిబ్రియం అంటే రెస్ట్ అని అర్థం. అంటే మనము చాలా వర్క్ చేసిన తర్వాత రెస్ట్ తీసుకుంటాం కదా. ఇన్ ది సిమిలర్ వే దిస్ మీన్స్ దట్ ఈక్విలిబ్రియం అంటే జస్ట్ ఆ స్టేట్లో రెస్ట్ స్టేట్లో ఉంటుంది. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఉంది అనుకో ఒక పార్టికల్, జస్ట్ ఐ థింక్ ఏ పార్టికల్ దట్ స్టేస్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ దేర్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. Okay, hope you understand this session. Okay, I like to conclude this session.
Recording stopped.